CNN has come under fire for hosting a Donald Trump town hall in New Hampshire. Numerous CNN employees have attacked the network's choice from behind the veil of anonymity. Vosh devoted the better part of a 3-hour stream to it earlier. David Pakman and Sam Cedars' channels have both labeled it a disaster. Every political content creator on this platform that is even nominally left has bemoaned the spectacle of Trump's CNN experience. And I'm not sure if any of them have made the following point or not, so I'll just make it briefly. CNN is not unwittingly helping Trump. Trump and CNN are nakedly in cahoots. The antagonism between Trump and CNN is no more genuine than a WWE feud. CNN's ratings were massively better under Trump than they are under Biden. Under Trump, CNN was able to define itself as a tireless watchdog against a regressive tyrant. Under Biden, they've become nothing more than tepid establishment simps that only occasionally venture into the most milquetoast of criticisms of established power. Trump benefits from going on CNN because it exposes him to a mainstream audience that isn't inside of the little MAGA bubble. CNN benefits from having Trump on because his presence equals ratings, and a second Trump term would equal a new sustained era of CNN stepping back into its watchdog role, agitating and mobilizing its liberal centrist base, and more importantly to CNN anyway, mobilizing the wallets of that base to buy the goods and services being advertised on CNN. Trump and CNN are not enemies, even if by some magical machination they actually believe that they are enemies. They're not. They're best friends, and they've long maintained a symbiotic relationship. As for the actual content of Trump's appearance, it was exactly what you would expect. An hour of every Trump talking point that we've all heard a million times, with nothing much new thrown into the mix. Probably the most interesting moment is when Trump called the host a very nasty person.
It's very simple. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
And of course, it was this moment, which has nothing to do with any policy, which does nothing for anyone in America. This is the moment that I see the most replayed. A moment for all the libs to clutch their pearls and say, "Oh, what a horrible man." And for all the chuds to grab their little wee-wees and say, "What a based god emperor." And for me to grab my temples and just say, ugh. Last year, Ithaca, New York became the first town in America where every single Starbucks was unionized. And now Starbucks is shutting down every single one of its 3 Ithaca locations in a blatant attempt to stem the tide of unionization. At union stores where Starbucks cannot simply close the store, they've used threats and intimidation to push union leaders out of the jobs, to fire them under flimsy pretenses, and they've generally made conditions so untenable that the churn rate at these stores is momentous. Starbucks, like all major corporations, has nothing but contempt for its workers. The moment that they can be replaced by machines, Starbucks will do so without a moment's hesitation. This goes for all jobs, by the way, in all industries and all sectors of the economy. America is barreling towards a post-work future, which could be a utopia if we, the people, owned the means of production. But failing that, and with a gutted social safety net, soon those homeless encampments that we all look at with varying degrees of pity and or disgust will be where we all reside. And we're going to let it happen. Many of us are actually fighting on the behalf of the people orchestrating it. By the way, I got to Krauser in the Resident Evil 4 remake. I don't know how the hell I'm going to beat this guy. He's so fast, and you're given such a limited amount of space to fight him. Usually my strategy for any boss in this game is just to run around the arena like a hapless idiot and try not to take too much damage while occasionally taking pot shots at the boss until I luck out a victory. But it looks like that strategy isn't going to work this time, so I'm not sure what the hell I'm going to do. The world's oldest dog, Bobby, has turned 31 today. Not only is the oldest dog alive, but he is the oldest dog ever recorded. 100 friends and fans attended his birthday bash in Portugal, where he lives. It sucks that dogs are so short-lived. It can seem like they go from puppies to old men in the blink of an eye. I've seen this happen with my own dog, Salvador, who is starting to turn white in places that he used to be black. He's a little slower than he once was, a little more cranky. And it really feels like just yesterday he was a crazy puppy chewing up everything I owned and being a fucking maniac. It hurts my normally icy heart to see him approaching his golden years. Of course, my wife told me yesterday during one of my haircuts that she noticed the first gray hair on my own head. I remember how quickly one gray beard hair became a legion of them, so I wonder if it's going to be the same on my head. So maybe there's more than a trace of my own fear of mortality in my sadness at my dog's aging. My own father died at 61. That age is about 23 years away for me. Will I succumb to similar? Do I only have 23 years left to accomplish what I want, perhaps even less? I don't know if that's enough time to beat Krauser. He's really tough. Buy my shirts. They're cool. Link below. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out.